right. Hi, everybody. It's Tom Collins from BlogPaws. We're doing a series of interviews with some of the speakers from our conference in June in Phoenix this year. And I have with me Lisa Begin-Kruysman. And I'm going to let her introduce herself and tell you a little bit about what her session will involve. Take it away, Lisa.
Hi, everyone. I'm really excited to be coming to Phoenix this summer. It's my first conference, my first attendance at BlogPaws. So I actually am coming with a lot to learn, and hopefully I will have a lot to share with you about my experience over the past 5 or 6 years where I became an author. It was a lot of work, and I think that everyone's experience is different. I think you can never really compare your progress or what you've done with anyone else.
Important lesson.
It's very true, and I think that's a big mistake, but we can talk about that later. We want to be positive. What I'll be talking to you out in BlogPaws in Phoenix in June are some of my own projects. My last 2 projects were nonfiction.
Okay.
I have written fiction. I like to write both, short stories, fiction. I like to blog. My last 2 big projects with traditional publishers have been in the genres of nonfiction.
Well, tell us specifically, what have you been writing about? What are your books about?
Well, in 2014, I had the good fortune of having 2 books come out within a month. So
Wow.
I went from a few years ago thinking I'll never have a book published to having 2 come out within a month. It's great. I'm not complaining, but each book needs their own amount of attention and promotion. So it was a bit of a challenge for me, and I learned a lot from that experience. The first book was Dog's Best Friend, which is the biography of William Lewis Judy, the man who founded National Dog Week in 1928.
Wow.
I started blogging about that in 2010, I think, when you guys started. I took an idea from an image I'd seen on the screen, and from that image, I started my blog. I started researching my topic. It was a 4-year journey. At the same time, I started writing a book called Around the World in 1909, which is about the first woman to be driven around the world in 1909 in a locomobile with her entourage. Which
Holy cow.
Started out with 1 pit mix, 1 Boston Bull Terrier, and went on to include a monkey and a Japanese chin dog, a gift from the Japanese emperor at the time.
This sounds British. Is this a British?
Well, she was from Trenton, New Jersey. Jersey girl, just like me.
Interesting.
So it has a lot of interest here in the state of New Jersey and China and India and Japan and all the countries she traveled in. It took 13 months. The dogs made it safely. The monkey too came back to live with her on a farm.
Well, I hope you'll bring copies to the conference.
I definitely will. I love that she had pets and she was an animal lover, which kind of made it nice to I used my dog writing platform to help promote that book.
Wonderful.
So yes, I will be talking about that. And I think maybe what I'll do is bring some parts, if it's okay with my publishers, to bring some parts of each of those proposals, because that's how those books began, as proposals.
Absolutely. I worked in the publishing world before BlogPaws, and both as a print-on-demand publisher and as an agent with some of the big houses. So I understand that the proposal is, I mean, if you want to be published in the traditional publishing world, the proposal is the thing that needs to be spent, where you need to focus all your attention.
Right. It's the blueprint. And people say, but I just want to start writing. Well, yeah, you will. That's where you'll start your writing. And
right.
There are about 5 parts.
And I'm sure you can get into this more, at least in the 2 where we worked with big publishers. The proposal about the book was about 3 pages. The proposal about how you, not they, how you are going to market the book was about 17 pages.
Right.
They want to know your platform and what your speaking schedule is like. And
exactly. It's what they're going to invest in. It's building your house. It's your foundation.
Right.
I think that I was looking up some facts today. I think they said something like 800 books a day are published now, including self-publishing, millions a year. And I'm sure I'm not way off. I think, as you know, an agent or an editor can receive up to about 300 queries and book proposals a week.
Right. And
they
and
are.
just think about that. If each one is 20 pages, how much time do they have to spend on each one?
They know right away. They
eat and sleep and all that.
They are reading constantly, and I don't know how they do it. I give them a lot of credit, especially agents today. It's a tough job. It's a very tough job. I've had the privilege of working with two. Very good. I had good relationships with them. One, I'm currently working on a project. It's not pet related, but she's doing a great job, and I know how hard it is. And they get rejection, and it's a hard life for them too. But when you do hit something that catches on, and I would say that you should always work with somebody that has the same passion for you as your product. They are your sales.
That's your sales team, yeah. They have to believe in it just as much as you do.
And I talk about something called enlightened persistence. I always say I am my best agent, and so a good partnership makes that much better. You know when to talk to them, when to send them an email, when to leave them alone, when to inform them of something that's come up with you in your writing.
Right.
So it's kind of, I enjoy it. It's not for everybody, but I do enjoy it.
Yeah, that is wonderful. Well, it's obvious you have a lot of really useful information to share, and I guess we should leave that as the tease. Folks really need to get their butts to BlogPaws so that they can learn from you. So we always like to wrap these up by asking, what's your pet project these days?
Well, right now I am in collaboration with a woman who founded Cedar Farms in New Jersey. It's a very unique sheltering concept in which animals, instead of being abandoned or just left in shelters, have the potential of being reunited with their owners. She will actually keep your dog up. She's had some since Hurricane Sandy. That was how I came to know about her in New Jersey. We were all affected. I recently met a woman who's had 2 dogs with Laura out in Jackson, New Jersey. And hopefully this will go forward. We are working on a proposal. It's basically the stories of Cedar Farms and as a model perhaps for other shelters across the United States.
Yeah.
That has a lot of meaning for me right now.
All right. Well, that's wonderful. I can't wait to learn more about that one as well. Well, all right. I guess we've done our job today. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome.
Can't wait to meet you face to face in Phoenix.
I'm looking forward to continuing this conversation. Thank you for inviting me.
All right. Thanks, Lisa. Bye-bye.
Thank you.